Hello everybody. Today we're gonna do again a little live about technique as always, and we try to analyze again two skater, one man and one woman, and we try to find what are the good technical point and the little point they could work to make it better. So let's start to see the video. It's not like super perfect, but it should work anyway. So we have this guy, who I don't know which country he is. He's skating super close, almost in the draft, almost doing a little bit of sprint. It's not super clear, but I think we can make it work anyway. So if it doesn't work, maybe I take out the virtual skater and try to fix this. We will find a few points. I also didn't really look at the video before this. I just want to do it kind of live and really analyze at the really, it's not super clean. Maybe if I make it a bit bigger, it can help, or a bit smaller actually. Maybe it will be easier. So let's go again. Now the quality, maybe the connection is not super good. Let's try to take this out to have maybe a better view on the video. So it's quite interesting because the skater is quite close to the camera. Actually, I like the way he's playing a bit with the ankle to manage the edges. So he's doing quite some good outside edge. I think it looks like it's the strong point in his technique. Quite short video still, but it's gonna repeat a few times. So I like really try to look at the movement he's doing with the ankle. He's really quite active with this outside edge. You see here, I don't know if I can get a better moment. You see, he kind of play with it. Here it's not straight, it's already a little bit outside edge, and then he kind of increase the edge, and that's the movement is coming from the ankle, and I like quite much. The problem we see here, like he's trying to double push, but the skate is too open at the landing, so it's already like going in this direction, and at this moment more or less it should be trying to draw like this shape which I always showing. So I think the orientation of the skate is a problem to be able to generate double push. Yeah, you see here, for example, the outside edge is quite amazing. That's really the kind of outside edge I'm talking about. You really want to have this, and it's really active from the ankle. I can see the malleolus bone here is really in contact with the carbon of the shoes, so you really get the support and correctly inside the shoe. So very strong point, and he can build his technique around this. Main problem is that the hip is not really moving. It stays over his body. He's not moving the hip side to side. Like almost everything is moving. The foot is moving, the shoulders is moving, but the hip is not moving in his technique. So he cannot really use his body weight. He's almost fighting his body weight all the time, and every time he can reach to be on the outside, the hip they don't go, so he cannot stay long on the outside, and that's the problem of his technique. He cannot really enjoy the gliding moment with power. So you see there is a kind of under push. He tried to do it, but the skate go too open and the hip are not moving over it. So basically he's blocked in this. So two things to work: go more into the under push, so accept after the outside edge to keep the skate under the hip longer, or just mainly work on moving the hip side to side. And that's that's the problem in your technique at the moment. Like the hip are really not moving. You see, it's still always in the middle. Everything is moving around it. So basically, I suggest you could go look again the video, the referential theory. It's one of my first video in my first year on my YouTube channel. And this video I explain how you can build the movement not around your stomach, but around the landing of your skate. And when your skate land, everything is moving around this. And here, all his movement is built around the stomach, basically. So that's more beginner style, which is quite a contrast compared to all the rest of your technique. I think you understand quite much. The shoulders are moving, the foot are moving like kind of in a good rhythm, but not enough side-to-side movement from the hip. And that could be a huge progress when you understand this. When you make the rhythm of your skating, you can make it slow down. Basically, you will go faster. Here you try to sprint behind the car, kind of, and it's like you want to move too fast to generate the speed. So it's like you will be blocked at a certain speed, and you're already blocked. Here I can see on the video. You have to take more time. You have to use more slow power to generate this push, because there is many good points. The outside edge, the side push is okay. It's going a little bit fast behind. But take your time. At this moment, you have to relax more and accept that you will glide, especially with big wheels. Accept that you will glide more and take your time. It's too many steps compared to what you can generate, especially when you are in the draft from a car like this. You have to enjoy more the rolling part and keep the pressure in the ground. So good point at the edge, really like it. Position is okay, but too nervous, which is quite typical mistake, I think, in your age of skating. I don't know exactly how old this skater is, but yeah, they're always too nervous. They want to move too many parts of the body, and the pro skater, they will be more efficient in terms of movement and try to move. Every move would count. Here, like everything is moving, but not on purpose. So try to make it more simple. Build around your outside edge and move your hip side to side. That's clearly the main point you have to work for. Let's go to the second skater for today. A really cool video, actually. It's very nicely filmed, probably from a friend on a motorbike or a car, or maybe on a bike. Super stable and a really cool technique. I think probably from all the video I received so far, that was the best double push technique from a skater I have seen since a long time. It's really nice. The landing is really good. I really love the way you do the landing with the pushing time on the inside is very nice. It's kind of more of a glute double push than a quadriceps double push. Really interesting movement. You see here the landing, it's really nice. You have potential when you land like this under your hip. When you land exactly under your hip, almost straight, a very little outside edge at the moment. So it's the perfect condition to be able to bring the outside edge slowly here, and then generate the push to the inside. You do it perfectly from this position. Still, the side push is perfect. You see the orientation of the skate here. Let's say if it would be straight here, the skate are slightly looking a little bit inside, so it's perfect to draw this line before for the inside push, or the inside push would be this area. So very perfect, pretty perfect this moment. Your side push here, I can feel you're using very good the heel, and you're pushing from the heel because it's open at the landing, but already you bring it back almost in the direction you're going. So also perfect classic push behind. That's the strong point of your technique. Really keep these two things. I think you really have some magic in it that are working very good. Look at this, super nicely smooth inside push. That's the most efficient part of the movement you're doing. Still some point you can improve. Like there's many good points, so I go again on some good point. Look here, the hip is really outside of the skate. That's like free push, it's free power, perfect. Keep going on this. Little technique is a little bit similar that what Milan Leroux, French skater, was doing also, but you do it even better on this one. So congratulations for this. I think I forgot I deleted the video, but no, it's good. Still, some point you can work on. I feel like you're quite contract with all the upper body. So it's moving side to side, but everything is kind of blocked. So you are at a level where you could try to relax a little bit in the upper body to use little bit shoulders movement side to side to help in the timing of your movement. Here it's like the hip are like totally blocked and all the upper body is totally blocked. And I can see this from the arm movement. The arm movement, you have a little problem. It's like it's not in the timing. You are a little bit delay between the timing of your double push and using your arm. And I know it's quite hard to fix this because when you skate at this speed, basically, it's a difficult choice to decide if you want to use your arm or not. If you use your arm, you lose some aerodynamic. And you use more muscle group, so your heart rate go up. So basically it needs to be super efficient, otherwise basically you use muscle and lose aerodynamic for not making a lot of extra speed. So at this speed I would almost recommend to keep your hands in your back and try to play with the stability you have and the nice inside double push and feel more the shoulders movement to help what you're doing with all the legs and body movement. Really important. I think you can work on this. Try to relax a little bit and having the arms in the back. I think that would help a lot. And the arm movement, I think so it's a little bit offset in the timing, but it's also probably because you flex too much your arm when you bring them back. So at this moment, it's almost straight behind and a little bit flex in front. But in the middle of the movement, you flex too much the arm, I think. Try to keep it more straight, not totally straight, little bit flex, but make the movement more only from the shoulders and not from the elbow. I think that would help to get a better timing in your movement. Let's look again a little bit this. It's super interesting video. You should have kept your arms like this for the whole video. I think you would have almost the perfect drill. Look at this. I really like also how the foot is not going too high behind, but so it's quite nice this. But you have little. I think you could work or experiment a little bit the way you bring back the free legs. It's a little bit like your hip is too much contract and your free legs is not smooth enough in the comeback. So it's not far from what Bart movement is doing. Yeah, okay, I think I get it even better on this. Basically, you bring back your free legs, having your attention in the foot, and so instead of having your attention in the knee at this moment. If you put your feeling more into the knee, I think it would work better, because it's really like it's the knee who do the foot will do the job, and the knee, it should be more the knee. But I think he's using more the knee directly to bring back the free leg. I think if you experiment this feeling, control this more from the knee, it would be better. We'll try to find a good picture to show this. Not easy to find the right timing. Whoop, not good. Every pose moment are like super cool, almost perfect. It's really perfect technique. The position, the landing, orientation of the skate is really amazing. So keep going on this. I want to try to find this little cool moment you could improve actually. Let's try again to pause at the right moment. No. Yes, this moment, I think, you see, maybe your foot went a little bit up there, 2 times there. Little difference between both legs, but not big. But here, I think your knee should be maybe a little bit more behind and more attention in the knee. Try this, I think it would help a lot. But for the rest, don't change so much. It's really an amazing double push you're doing. One of the best I've seen for a while. I think try to skate more, keeping your arms in the back during all those moments. You will increase even your feeling with the ground. Your aerodynamic position is quite good also. So you would need to work more with the arm in the back to really feel what the upper body have to do to work on the little detail. Okay, so that was it for today. Maybe I have a question on the live. I received a lot of message from Martin Ferrier. That's why there is always a little music coming, I think. So, Pascal, how long can you perform the double push at a time? How long is normal for the average skater to hold this technique? I feel it's very exhausting. So, it's a good question from Fingernagel. So it's exhaustive if you really use it with the glutes double push or quads double push, because you use a lot of muscle group, but it brings you to very high speed. So it's super efficient for acceleration. It's super efficient to maintain a super high speed, but also it costs quite a lot of energy. But when you reach your speed, when you reach your highest speed from the double push, then you have to invest more in using your body weight. So the double push based on the body weight, and especially now with straight time 125, when you reach your speed, play with your body weight, and when you feel your speed is going down a little bit, put a little bit of muscular effort in it, and just play with this. And most of the people, as soon as they have this double push feeling and this contact with the ground and they go hard, they will keep it all the time. But when you reach your maximum speed or the speed you want, then you have to start to feel, remember, you want to go as fast as possible, but you want to save as much energy as possible. And so if you just stay in the spirit, like you want to go only as fast as possible, then of course you get tired earlier. So it's really about this balance. Reach your high speed, reach the speed you want, and then start to relax by maintaining this speed. So it's a little bit what's in my head when I skate. I think it's what's in the head of most of the top skater. They want to go fast, but they want to save energy. Otherwise, for sure, the double push can cost a lot of energy to maintain. Especially with big wheels, it's a little more tricky than before. So thanks for the question. Tomorrow, we will have another cool live at 8 p.m. CET time. So almost like now in 24 hours, and we will have some big guys like Bart will be on the live, we will have Felix Reinen, we will have Nolan Bediaf, we will have Joey Montia, and few more. So stay tuned tomorrow, 8 p.m. on this channel. Quite a cool discussion between all the stars from the last years and still actual stars from the sport. So see you tomorrow. And thank you for the question and the comment. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.